What is the one quality that you possess that makes you think that you can walk out here and come into the ring and face the very best in the business?
Ruthless aggression.
Very first question. What do the words ruthless aggression mean to you?
The takeaway from ruthless aggression for me, failure. I failed with that. It was a golden opportunity and one of the biggest misses in my WWE tenure. I failed, and although I didn't know how to fix the failure, I sure knew that I failed.
In the early 2000s, an era in sports entertainment was introduced to the world.
Today marks the beginning of a new era.
An era from which greatness was born.
The next big thing.
An era that would go down in WWE history.
What the hell? The ring just imploded. Nobody is gonna stop me. God almighty. It's time to shake up Raw. Time to shake up SmackDown. The champ is here!
An era defined in 2 words.
Ruthless aggression.
Michael's going for another kick. Austin, he got it! The Stunner! Austin is the champion! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
Every era is defined by a main feature star. You had San Martino, Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold. You need that guy that transcends the business to go into the mainstream.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
You know, to become a top star here in the WWE, you have to have the total package. You know, you have to have the look, you have to have in-ring skills. But there's a big difference between becoming a WWE superstar and being an attraction. There are a lot of WWE superstars. There are very, very few attractions.
It's a star-driven business. During that period of time, especially in 2002, we need new, we need fresh, and we need it now.
In sports entertainment, there's no foolproof prototype for success. While WWE's developmental system was loaded with potential, there was no sure thing.
Hello, Kentuckiana. Welcome to How About a Wrestling right here on WBKI.
Our first exposure to Cena was an accident, complete accident. We were looking at tapes of Rico, and Rico was teaming with Cena at the time in OVW.
This man is a native Californian, just like me. He's a Christian athlete, just like me. And he's the perfect physical specimen, just like me.
From that, like, hey, what'd you think of the Rico DVD that you watched? I'm like, yeah, Rico was good. Did you see Cena? This Cena guy?
We're gonna win the tag team title.
You gotta watch this reaction.
I remember walking into OVW and seeing the place, and then immediately seeing Shelton Benjamin walk the top rope without using any assistance. And then Randy comes in, making everything look effortless when I don't know how to get out of my own way. The group that was assembled was a group of stars.
I remember when Cena came and everybody was kind of like, you know, who does this guy think he is? You know, he was a different kind of cat, but like there was something special about him. Prototype, they called him.
A prototype of the perfect man.
All I did was read and study, and I immersed myself in the culture.
Well, especially when we're here practicing, I just like to flip the fist. You know, I want to learn as much as I can about wrestling. It sounds way old school. Why the
Cena, from day one, not only did he look the part, but he could talk the part.
All right, campers, put the canteens away, pack up the tent, the jamboree is over. It's just to prove that we're bigger than you, we're better than you, and we deserve to be the tag team champions. Oh, you didn't get that? Let me rewind it for you. Because we're bigger than you, we're better than you, and we deserve to be the tag team champions.
That charisma caught our eye pretty quickly. You know, that was how we discovered John.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man. I don't plan on impressing Ric Flair. I plan on impressing Vince McMahon.
He was just a natural-born entertainer, and he just had a strong sense of professional wrestling. We were a little bit further into training, but he felt like he was already a step ahead of us.
At the time, The Rock was the best guy on the stick, but not if you were in OVW. Cena was Cena the entire time I met him. He just hadn't had his big break yet.
Now is the perfect time for the perfect man, the prototype.
As Cena and the other OVW hopefuls continued to show promise for the future, Vince McMahon issued a direct challenge to the entire WWE roster.
Who among you has that one single ingredient? Who has enough ruthless aggression?
He was giving and begging the people who lace boots, like, hey, I'm just waiting to give somebody the keys to the city. Go out there and take it.
Who has enough ruthless aggression to reach for the stars as you never have before?
I was really affected. My eyes were like saucers, just like absorbing this information.
Who among you wants to become a superstar? Who among you is the next legend?
Everyone can sit there and say, I'm gonna give you 110%, but who's actually going to do it? Who's my next guy? Like, you felt the emotion. You knew he was looking for it. And who was it gonna be?
WWE's resident Olympic hero Kurt Angle seized upon Mr. McMahon's challenge as an opportunity for himself.
I'm in the mood to show someone here, right here tonight, what ruthless aggression is all about. In fact, I am issuing a challenge to anyone in that locker room that I've never wrestled before to come down here and face Kurt Angle. Come on, guys, there's got to be somebody back there that wants to seize the moment.
Someone had to wrestle Kurt Angle, and I had been wrestling on the main roster in some live events and not screwing up. And they had nobody else.
All right, kid. Can you hang with Kurt Angle? If you can hang with Kurt, then you pretty much hang with anybody.
They said they wanted me to go in and talk with Vince. My first conversation with Vince was someone knocking on his office door, come on in, opening the door, me being shoved into Vince's office. Michael Hayes, I believe, saying, what do we do? And I quote, my first conversation with Vince McMahon was, cut his hair. Out of the office to go get a haircut.
Well, apparently, someone may have accepted this challenge. Let's see who it is. Well, Daz, I know this kid. This is John Cena. We've heard a little bit about him. He's one of those many young talents that's been working his way through the WWE system. One of the many young talents who could be looking to knock on the door of opportunity.
John is one of those guys that you give him a challenge, he's going to step up to it. And he's not only going to deliver, he's going to hit a home run.
Who in the hell are you?
I'm John Cena.
John Cena, huh? Well, you tell me, What is the one quality that you possess that makes you think that you can walk out here and come into the ring and face the very best in the business?
Ruthless aggression.
Is Cena Kid taking Angle down?
That's something that's going to be replayed till the end of time. He slapped Angle as hard as he possibly could, and that Kurt Angle at that time could have beat up anybody on the entire planet, so that was a ballsy move.
John delivered his promo with heart, with feeling. You felt it because it was real.
Mr. McMahon told these young superstars to seize the opportunity, and this is what Cena is trying to do tonight against Angle. Angle slam, look at this! Went for the Angle slam. Cena counter, kick to the midsection. Landing Kurt Angle. Cover him, cover him! He's got him this time. Got him, kid! Outside leg hooked in. Angle got the shoulder up again. Again a cover. Again the outside leg hooked in. Again a kick out. Ruthless aggression. There it is. A cover again, and Angle kicks out a third time.
I tried to get him tired. I tried to blow him up. I tried everything I could to exhaust him. And even though it was only a 12-minute match, there was a lot of stuff going on. It was high action, it was nonstop, and John rose to the occasion. That night he earned my respect because I didn't think he was gonna last.
Look at this! Look at this counter! Oh, look at the counter! He's got Angle! He's got it! No, and a kick out! This kid has got the guts!
I remember even at that time being very impressed with John Cena. I had no clue who John Cena was. I knew nothing about his career before WWE, and just seeing this guy who went toe-to-toe with Kurt Angle impressed me from the gate.
Double chicken with lettuce, Kurt floating over! Shoulders are pinned, and Kurt Angle has pinned John Cena!
Here is your winner, Kurt Angle!
Angle got the dupe, but you think Angle might have regretted pulling somebody out here, and that somebody being John Cena? Great outing by Cena. Kurt Angle doesn't necessarily look like a winner. I'll tell you, Cena gave Angle all he could handle and then some.
Despite coming up short, Cena's debut sent shockwaves through the WWE universe. The impact of that moment was felt by superstars and fans alike.
Hell of a debut.
Even WWE's most revered and stoic leader took notice of the young upstart.
What's your name, kid?
John Cena.
John Cena. Nice job.
Guys lined up to shake Cena's hand and congratulate him because he was able to hang with Kurt. And if the big dog, Undertaker, comes up and he endorses him, then the audience is going to go, oh my God, this must be the guy. This must be one of the guys. That was real. We recreated it, made it happen on TV.
Taker doesn't usually step out of his way to tell somebody something, but he did that night. And I knew right away that John's going to be something special.
After a fantastic debut and a phenomenal stamp of approval, Cena seems certain to be the sure thing that WWE was hoping for.
What kind of ruthless aggression do you have, Junior? Huh? Oh!
You are looking now, folks, at the future of World Wrestling Entertainment, the future of SmackDown. John Cena, one of those young superstars taking ruthless aggression to another level here in the WWE.
The people that remember the ruthless aggression John Cena and look back on that as a success, they're not looking back on it correctly. It was a failure.
It's difficult when you are in that position that John was put in. It's great for that day, but then what? Then what are you gonna do?
John Cena wearing the Carolina blue. I'd like to point that out.
He had these shorts where he would wear different colors that matched the sports teams in each city. I heard he bought like 40 pair of them.
We are at the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit for vengeance. And Cena is all fired up.
But that wasn't gonna do it.
Hey, I'm the guy, it's your town, I'm wearing the different colored tights. I just was disconnected by the blandness of the, and I don't even, character's the wrong word, I don't think he had one.
Those tough times for WWE superstars, kind of those ugly duckling years, it teaches you a lot about who you are and what you're made of and how much you want it.
Frustration by John Cena.
That's true, he needs to keep his cool a little bit, but John Cena's still a rookie. Got tons of skills, though, in that ring.
He had passion and charisma and all that, but there wasn't a character there. In mid-2000s, that's not enough. We gotta do something, otherwise he's gonna fall to the wayside, and he did fall to the wayside.
If you don't get that connection with the audience, you're fighting an uphill battle every single time you go out there, that you have to figure out that way to connect with the audience, whether they cheer for you or boo for you. You have to figure out how to get a reaction out of them.
With a roster stacked full of veteran superstars, including Triple H, The Undertaker, The Rock, and now bolstered by rookie sensation Brock Lesnar, John Cena quickly found himself falling out of favor. The kid who a short time ago seemed like a sure thing was suddenly at a complete loss and looking for answers.
I was on Velocity, Wrestling Matches on Velocity, which is a program none of you have ever heard of. I wasn't stressed to be like, gotta be perfect. I was more stressed in the fact that I didn't know who I was.
When you are trying to find yourself as a performer, it's incredibly obvious to the audience. They know that you're trying, but as far as being truly beloved by the audience, not until you find who you are as a performer is that ever gonna happen.
John had a hard time finding himself. He was a wrestler. He was boring. He was bland. He was vanilla. Yes, he had balls, and yes, he wanted it. And yes, he was willing to do whatever it took. But he needed a personality. He needed something else to take him to the next step.
The WWE, they used to make a series of cuts around late November and around mid-May. I was told that I would be getting my release in Christmas cuts because it just wasn't working, and there was no argument there, it wasn't. They gave it to me on a silver platter. John Cena, Ruthless Aggression, and I failed. I messed it up. It was on my last European tour, and I think I was in mixed tag matches. This is how well it did not go. Like, I was just there to maybe have one last time in the ring, but I was on the way out. We traveled as a community, so we're all on the same bus. So I heard a bunch of guys sitting in the back of the bus, like Rikishi and Rey Mysterio kind of leading the charge, and they were all freestyling, just to pass the time. It was long bus rides. And I remember just being like, let's go try this. Just dove right in, and it was like it resonated with me.
Everybody's clapping and everybody's popping on every little thing. Well, if he can entertain the group backstage of the most cynical group that you could ever ask for, he can entertain the masses.
And Stephanie just happened to be in the front of the bus. And on the way out, she was like, how did you remember all that? Are you kidding me? I don't. I just kind of think of words on the spot and come up with it. That's how freestyle, you don't remember it. She's like, yeah, but you rhymed everything. I'm like, yeah, that's the deal. And we're walking onto our flight to go to our next destination. She had a can of tuna fish. She was eating healthy. She's like, okay, rhyme about this. And in 2 seconds, I made a small rap about the tuna fish, the jetway, the plane we were about to go on, the destination, and then kind of closed it with a comment about Stephanie. She was like, would you like to do this on television? I said, absolutely.
Welcome to the SmackDown Halloween party.
On the Halloween edition of SmackDown, John Cena's entire career was on the line. He had one shot to prove his new freestyle rapping persona could connect with the WWE Universe.
This was the sink or swim moment for John with this rap, because he might not get a chance to talk again after this. We've all seen it plenty of times where a talent is being given a promo and then their feedback afterwards is like, this is a kind of charisma black hole, let's not do that again.
I'm gonna go out, and if I fail, I'm taking the blame, and I realize the blame is me walking away and never coming back. But I'm betting on myself 1,000%, you're wrong, I'm right, I'm gonna go do this thing.
Fast, I gotta go, it's been a blast. Came out the locker room, stole Rey Mysterio's mask. Tried to get Taker's cast, but it was plastered on too tight. Beast, I gotta go, about to hot wire his bike.
You know, as a fan, like remember, I'm watching at home. That's where the first time I looked at it and went, ooh, this guy has something.
The greatest characters we have, the second they show up, you know who they are.
The old man's got a plan, and he's chilling in the building. Did I tell you I'm like light beer? I taste great and I'm less filling.
I knew just by dressing a certain way, I could come out and someone would be like, I get that. And I went all in from that 1 second, I went all in.
Your sister calls me Leprechaun, always after my lucky charm. I'm gonna make my impression, show Vinnie Mac that I got ruthless aggression.
He was coming out with a swag that I hadn't seen in a really, really long time.
John Cena, the doctor of Thuganomics.
If you look at the early installments of the Doctor of Thuganomics character, like the yellow corduroy pants with the matching beanie, the blue sheepskin jumpsuit, I just tried to be as outlandishly dressed as possible.
People started dressing like him. They would come to the arenas with throwback jerseys and shorts and 5 or 6 different wristbands, and he was able to do stuff that made him look way different than everybody else. And it was fresh. It was something new.
This is Thuganomics. I excel beyond sports. He rocks a horn on his head. I rock a horn in my shorts.
Why was John Cena so cool? He said a lot of naughty words, naughty things, made me laugh.
I'm gonna hang your ass like a Christmas tree ornament. I'll whack you more times than a masturbation tournament.
And that's what I think is a big key with any entertaining character. If they make you laugh, you feel it in here, and you always remember that feeling of happiness. Bland, white meat baby face John Cena didn't make me feel anything, but this John Cena made me feel something.
All your parents hate me because I got a dirty mouth, but we're still kicking ass up in the dirty South.
John didn't do the same rap in Houston that he did in Chicago. It was different every single night. And the audience felt special. They felt a connection to John. And that, in my opinion, is what jump-started, John Cena's career in many, many ways.
The John Cena Doctor of Thuganomics persona is a happy accident. Nobody could tell me how to do hip-hop. Nobody. There wasn't a qualified source. So they were just like, I guess, which was awesome. It gave me the ability to be myself.
This is more than a match. It's a total obsession. I'll be watching everything you do 24/7.
Going in the right direction. It's gonna be a long process, but we're headed in the right direction.
About to prove to you the unusual things I can do to you, like take my fist and drive it right through you.
While the Doctor of Thuganomics was embraced by the WWE Universe, Cena was getting a much different reaction behind the scenes.
Everybody backstage had their reservations about me. Nobody liked me at all.
There's a little bit of air of jealousy as well, right? Because why is he getting an opportunity to go out and do this? And sometimes when guys go out there and just take a chance and it works out, you start to get more chances. And maybe some people are a little bit upset that they didn't take that chance.
You are an Olympic gold medalist, but bro, I gotta agree with these people. You suck.
It was tough because I was so damn good at everything that I didn't think anybody was gonna step between me and being the top guy. I saw this young whippersnapper basically taking my place, and there was nothing I could do about it.
This guy's gonna make it big right here, John Cena.
I never much cared about the perception of myself behind the curtain. The people that didn't like me aren't gonna like me. But it didn't affect me in how I did work. I didn't listen to their comments because I know that they weren't genuine. They were a reflection of their own insecurities because, wow, this thing is building some steam and maybe I'm not ready for it.
After blowing his first big opportunity, nothing could stop Cena this time.
Five knuckle shuffle. That's what Cena calls this.
Connecting.
Despite all the locker room jealousy, Cena kept upping his game.
I'm smooth like Han Solo. A-Train is like my Wookiee. Oh, yo, dog. Yo, it's cool, dog. Because you look like a Wookiee, dude. Chicks dig that. It's okay. They can't see you.
Cena's a strong dude. You can't see me while he's holding the man. Oh.
When someone new is getting over, it's like a brand new toy to play with. It's a brand new like weapon in your arsenal. Like, oh my God, now we have this person.
Oh, here we go.
And we could use this person and put him or her into all these situations. And John just went into a zone and, knocked it out of the park. Every week, it felt like it was better than the previous one.
She's only with you for the money, Holmes. When she's done stealing from you, she comes to tickle my funny bones.
John Cena's controversial antics made him a major attraction. But going into WrestleMania 20, his backstage detractors were still not buying in.
I remember going into WrestleMania 20, I was fighting him for the U.S. Championship.
It's time to make John Cena a household name. I'm gonna win the U.S. title and keep changing the game.
And I can't tell you how many times guys pulled me to the side and said, "Show, you can't let this guy win. He's a flash in the pan. Don't do it. It'll hurt your career. You're a giant, blah, 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 blah."
Everyone was like, hey, don't work with John. He has no respect for anybody. He has no respect for this business. I don't think he's gonna be anything. He was like, you're wrong.
Wouldn't want to kick off WrestleMania any other way with SmackDown's fastest rising star, John Cena.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE United States Championship. Introducing the challenger from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, John Cena!
I was really impressed with John. John had an undeniable hunger to be successful in our business.
The crowd at the Garden trying to will John Cena on.
When John Cena picked me up for his finish, everybody went crazy, and that's what we wanted.
Look at Cena! Get at you! My God! Cena! The cover! States champion!
Here's your winner and the new WWE United States Champion, John Cena!
John Cena has done the impossible! John Cena has slain the giant!
I'll never forget him winning the United States Championship in Madison Square Garden at WrestleMania 20. Those fans lost their minds. They were so happy when he won that championship. And that, again, for him was kind of the start of when things started snowballing.
It was amazing. We were in Madison Square Garden, and I got to win a championship. I remember I parked in the public parking lot. I took the United States Championship and all my stuff in my little roller bag out to my Jeep Cherokee, I think it might have been, and to the 8th floor of the public parking lot, and left the building with all the fans. So you want to talk about a wonderful moment of success, but an adjoining moment to keep you grounded, to let you know, like, hey, don't get consumed by all this, and you're only as good as your next one. Just kind of walked out with everybody else and be like, hey, nice job tonight. Okay, thanks. See you later.
The overwhelmingly positive reaction to John Cena's victory at Madison Square Garden came at a critical juncture in WWE history. Turns out, WrestleMania 20 also marked the end of the line for two of the biggest attractions in WWE history: The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Adding fuel to this potential dumpster fire, Brock Lesnar, the personification of ruthless aggression, abruptly departed WWE.
Brock wants to move on to new ventures, so definitely opened the door when Brock left for talent to step up and take it.
And over the next year, Cena grew and he grew and he grew. And then we get to WrestleMania 21, he's fighting for the WWE Championship.
JBL, the longest running champion in 10 years.
I think he was the perfect foil at the time for JBL.
I am a wrestling god.
JBL was this old rich aristocrat who hated the world and walked out front and yelled at the clouds in his front yard and the kids on his front lawn.
Damn it to hell, you morons! Get off your feet and applaud me!
And he had this kid come along who's a doctor of Thuganomics. It was a perfect counterpart to JBL, and I think it resonated very well.
What is wrong with you?
I just thought John was going to be the guy that was going to be the flag bearer for WWE for a long time. And Vince McMahon pulled me aside and asked me, he said, "How is John Cena?" I said, "He's your guy."
Is the time now for John Cena, or will JBL's historic reign continue?
Cena now pumping it up. Here it comes. He got him. No way. He got him.
F you. The cover. One, leg. 2, 3. Cena is the champion. The time is indeed now for the new WWE champion, John Cena.
John Cena's rise to the top of WWE was unconventional and controversial.
The champ is here!
So, big surprise, the champ ruffled even more feathers by putting a new spin on an old tradition.
With the overwhelming consumer success of the United States title, it was a no-brainer that we took what I thought was a pretty bland-looking championship title, and this is supposed to be the richest prize in our business, and revamp it.
Take a look at the new WWE Championship, Daddy!
Oh, it's a spinning deal. Oh, man.
The spinner belt, 30-something pounds of garbage.
I think it was very divisive. On the one hand, it sold a ton of merchandise, and the younger audience absolutely loved it. The more traditional, old school audience thought, what the hell has the prestigious WWE Championship turned into? It's a toy now.
Changing the WWE Championship to a spinner was a polarizing move, to say the least. But with Cena now at the top of WWE, he made an even bolder decision that would cause a permanent dividing line.
Performers don't stop and look around enough. They don't look at the people they're trying to entertain. Here I had a personality that attached to the people who were watching. But then slowly the people who were watching changed. And there began to be more kids and more families to come to these events, and I saw it happen. I didn't need a sheet of analytics. I can see it. So I said, this is it. We're changing up right now. I remember going into Vince's office and said, I have to stop rapping. If you're an older viewer, an older male, if you like what you saw in 1999, when you turn in 2005 and 6, it is not the same thing. And it's easy to pin it on me.
I'm Chris Jericho, Look at all the great stuff I've done. I got my own highlight reel. I got a lot of cool stuff. It's over here in a pile of cool stuff.
You had John getting this electric reaction whenever he came out, both positive and negative. In watching it, when it first happened, you're going, holy shit, they're booing him out of the building. What the hell? And yeah, there's a little bit of panic there because this was all new territory. You never really saw anything like this.
You got the paradox of the really devoted hardcore fans wanting to come specifically because it got to be cool to boo John Cena. But at the same time, all the kids, they're buying the t-shirts and the merchandise and the tickets because they want to see John Cena. And that just assured that he would be on top for years and years to come. Because whether they like you or whether they hate you, the most important thing is that they feel strongly one way or the other.
Love him or hate him, they tuned in and they cared about it. So we got a star.
No WWE champion had ever received such a mixed reaction. But heading into WrestleMania 22 and a match against Triple H, the divide shifted into overdrive.
There he is, Triple H, a 10-time WWE and World Heavyweight Champion. He's headlined his share of WrestleManias.
Everything was going in the opposite direction. When I was wrestling with JBL, he was a wonderful villain. Triple H is a cool wrestler. People don't root against him. So now, this new kid is in competition with the really cool guy. The line is drawn.
Well, excuse me if I'm not afraid of the guy whose one big move is pumping up his Reeboks.
And the remaining fans of the Attitude Era are clinging to that line in Triple H. And the newer fans are like, well, John's great, and still like John. Remember the Hall of Fame. I am up really early in the program to introduce our inductee to the celebrity wing, William Perry.
To induct the Fridge is our own champion. A man who hopes to remain champion tomorrow night.
And I remember as they're introducing me, the wave of hatred there was a pulse to it.
The WWE champion, John Cena!
And I remember turning to Vince, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? He goes, just go out and smile. And it was like, not one person in here wants me to walk out alive. And then just addressed the situation. I knew you would be salty, maybe a little more than salty.
It seems as if everybody's ready for WrestleMania 22.
Letting them know I heard, but also letting them know like I'm not gonna waver.
But on any given Sunday at Soldier Field, the word refrigerator simply meant hell on earth.
And when I came back, I was so nervous and shaken to my core. But he was right. And that was a lesson that would stick with me forever.
We welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, the global phenomenon known as WrestleMania! If you're with him, you're with him. If you're not, you're not. He's here to defend the WWE title.
My takeaway from WrestleMania 22 is to trust Vince McMahon.
Cena made the game submit. Well, what about the King of Kings? Is he dethroned by the champ? This is amazing.
Up until then, I felt like he was being built, but it's like, nah, he's being given the reins. You beat Triple H at WrestleMania. Once he had done that, he was the man.
That was a perfect example of anointing and crowning and saying, here you are, take it and run. Now you have it, can you carry it? And that was the task and that was the challenge that John faced ahead.
The champ is still here! That's great! Cena sticking it to the haters!
What the company asked of John to do during this period of time in terms of media appearances, in addition to working a full schedule, I can't even put into words how huge that amount of time committed would be. John is the master of the no-sell. If he was tired, or if he thought it was too much, or if he thought, my God, I'm not a robot, how many things can one company ask me to do? You would never know that. He would never let on that this was too much. In fact, if anything, you got the impression he wanted even more.
He's making his motion picture debut in the new movie, The Marine. Please welcome John Cena.
John Cena everywhere. John Cena in your CD player May 10th. John Cena on your silver screen in the fall.
Let's go to the movies! Action!
Cool. That's good stuff.
The life of a WWE superstar has a limited shelf life, and if you're going to be put in that position, make every second count. And nobody really took to that philosophy more than John.
WWE superstar John Cena is turning hip-hop recording artist and a whole lot more.
Cameramen fighting each other. Oh, that's cool. That's good to tease Chris. Yes.
All the cameras are on set.
John worked tirelessly from the moment he woke up till the moment he went to sleep to do whatever he could for the company, for himself, just to be better.
You guys are on TV. Wave.
I did everything I could. Everything.
Hey, Sport, what do you got there?
Double meat sandwich from Subway restaurants.
Trade you my shirt for it?
Look at the schedule John Cena kept up. To have time to work out, to travel, to wrestle, to fulfill Make-A-Wishes.
Hey, what's up? There was not 1 second that I felt as if I couldn't accomplish all the things I was scheduled. I took great pride in trying to find my limits and testing them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the verge of history. Come Sunday, Ford Field, Detroit, WrestleMania 23, good, bad, or indifferent. I am proud to say that I will be there. I am proud to say that I will be a part, and I am damn proud to say that I can join you all, and we all can say that we will make history. Thank you very much.
After years of WrestleMania being held in arenas, this 23rd installment of the grand spectacle marked WWE's return to stadiums. At WrestleMania 19, The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin filled Safeco Field in Seattle. And now 4 years later, WWE will be setting a new stadium attendance record, this time with John Cena headlining the showcase.
The overall business that he drew, I think, allowed us to be in Ford Field.
John was a very high commodity. And he became almost a partner to the WWE because he was so over.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the 23rd time, we welcome you to WrestleMania, the worldwide extravaganza, with 80,103, setting a new Ford Field record here in Detroit. This emotion is infectious. What is this, JR? The Fast and the Furious? Look out! Oh my God! JR, that's when I call making an entrance! The 10th is here!
Despite his undeniable success as an entertainer, Cena still had his detractors when it came to his in-ring ability. At WrestleMania 23, he was challenged to prove himself against the greatest in-ring performer of all time.
I don't think I've ever seen a better big match wrestler than Shawn Michaels.
I think people looked at him as sort of, is John going to be better at this job after he comes out of the ring with me?
Momentum has changed in a match that started out all Shawn Michaels. Cena's strength and his guts, his desire, has brought Cena back into contention.
And of course, he did.
He's caught, and Cena wins.
Shawn Michaels taps out at the hands of John Cena.
That man, John Cena, is still the WWE champion, battling through the brilliance of Shawn Michaels. I have the utmost respect for the WWE champion. The pageantry and the pain, the desire and the determination, all combined tonight to make this WrestleMania 23 a night we'll never forget.
Cena is unquestionably the most polarizing champion in WWE history, all the while continuing to headline and sell out countless WrestleManias. But when it comes to John Cena, there is a fine line between love and hate, and also between success and failure.
The takeaway from Ruthless aggression for me, failure. I failed with that. I failed. And although I didn't know how to fix the failure, I sure as knew that I failed. And I wouldn't let it happen again. I wouldn't make the same mistake twice. I've just never been complacent. I always think there's room for growth.
Damn, Proto, get yourself over.
If I get passionate about something, you're gonna have to stop me. And WWE filled me with passion, with purpose.
I believe that I am the future of this business.
Who in the hell are you?
I'm John Cena.
Oh!
And then I just found something that resonated with me so strongly.
Did I tell you I'm like light beer? I taste great and I'm last feeling.
Here comes the doctor of Thuganomics.
I made it my life, and my life kept giving back.
The champ is here!
But I had to earn every inch.
Cena stepped in at a time when there was a need for a major crossover superstar.
The time is indeed now for John Cena.
And John was able to fill and check every box.
You can't see me.
He had the size, he had the look, he had the charisma, he had the talent, he was unique.
I'm the dude who makes it okay to root for the villain.
You can tell the tour never stops if you look at the tail of the plane. 24/7, they did that for a reason.
Well, I've got a special place in my heart for John Cena because there's not many people that love this business so much that they will put this business in front of everything else in their life, and he did that.
What else can you say about John Cena?
John Cena needed WWE to grow.
And WWE needed John Cena to help build their company. They needed somebody that was rock solid, reliable, and entertaining for our WWE audience.
Everyone watching at home, whether they like me or they don't like me, know that this is my life, this is my passion, this is all I got.